Hey guys, this is Jella and welcome back to my channel. So we are continuing the No Gamepass Mall series, and for this part 9, we will be making Mang Inasal. And this is a famous grilled chicken restaurant that serves unlimited rice and soup here in the Philippines. For the entrance part, again I am using this thick square pillar in front. And then I colored the walls and pillars to green to match the theme of the restaurant. Again, in order to place the walls in between the pillars, we are doing the delete undo technique since this is a no Gamepass build. But if you have an advanced placing Gamepass, then it should be easier to be done. I used the large garage door frame for the open entrance, and we will also add large windows on the side since we are copying the style of the restaurant in an SM mall. I also added ceiling trims to cover up the glitching area of the roof. For the front logo, I used the long frame and did the delete undo technique in order to place it in front, same as what we did from the previous shops. For the interior walls, I copied the theme of the restaurant with green and brown brick wall pattern. I also added ceiling trims that I recolored the same as the wall color and texture. And then I closed off this 2x4 squares to make a small kitchen at the back, and on the right side space would be the cashier and small counter space. I also colored the kitchen wall to light orange shade, which I will add a texture later on. I added 4 of the frames here, which would be the menu board. And then we will use the plain counters for the cashier area as well as the prepping station and kitchen. I used the long window frame as a door opening since it is narrower and cheaper than a door frame. And for the flooring, we will use this panel with tiles with brown color. I then copied our makeshift cash register since we are broke to buy the real cash register that costs Bloxburg. I hope we have a cash register that does not cost Bloxburg so we can buy one though. Anyhow, I am just making the front counter simple by adding another mat on the side as a receiving order section. I will also make the right cash register for takeout since it is a smaller space. Now over the back counter, we will have a drink station. And since we do not afford a fountain drink machine, we will make a custom one by using a basic cube. And again, this is a no Gamepass, so all you need is a mat to place a square cube not so in the middle and a convex straight above. Although you can use both square cubes just like the one I did in the Jollibee no Gamepass build for my Filipino town before. I just tried making a different shape and style so as to make a few choices of fountain drink machines. You will do the delete undo technique so you can place the photos next to each other. I wanted to add more detail, so I used the vent for the base part of our fountain drink machine and recolored it the same as the cube. Don't forget to recolor the mat the same as the countertop so it would blend in. I'm just gonna fast forward this part of me adding kitchen necessities to the counters as well as the kitchen. I'm glad that there has been a few new items from the camping update, and the thermos looks great over here since Mang Inasal serves hot unlimited soup in this thermos container. So the staff just goes around to check who would like extra rice and soup, and you just raise your hand or call out the staff waving to ask for more hee. I also made a lot of condiments since this is a grilled chicken restaurant. We need a lot of dipping sauce. So we have our trio sauce, which is soy sauce, vinegar, and chicken oil. Now for the kitchen, we have quite a tight space for a 2x4 kitchen restaurant. So the counters and stove on one side, and then I will make the fridge on the corner back. Then a dishwashing area on the side near the door frame. Since we are saving up money, I'm just gonna use the cheap fridge and stove, which I would recolor to make it look more commercial. And to make the stove bigger, we will add another next to it and use the delete undo technique to make it look like one big commercial stove. I also used the large dishwashing counter on the other side. So in this restaurant, they usually have a grilling station in real life, but let's just make it this simple and use the traditional range hood to make it look like a grilling station/stove. The wall color is a bit too plain, so we will add a tile texture for the kitchen. And let me fast forward again this part of me adding kitchen decors. Feel free to add your own appliances. I'm just not adding much appliances since I need to save up money to build the other parts of this mall hee. I also added some overhead cabinets on the dishwashing area since the wall is too empty. And as for the side would be the resting area of cooked chicken and prepping station for serving as well. And for this side we have our chopping area, and also to make the wall less empty, I'm just adding lots of cooking pans. I also added some rubber mats on the floor of the service area and added some of the dishwashing items and some cleaning supplies on the side. We have an empty wall over here as well, so I just added a trash bin and some posters of the ingredients perhaps. Now that we are done with the kitchen area and the front counters, let's go to the dining seats. And since we have a large empty wall, let's fill it up with poster ads of the restaurant promos. And for the tables, we will be using this square table and the simplicity chair that I recolored the same as the table color. This is the aesthetic of the restaurant that I am trying to copy. And since Mang Inasal is very famous here since Filipinos love rice and chicken, customers would line up waiting for an empty table to be claimed. So we will be adding tables for 4 and for 2 persons. I am leaving the entrance area empty since there is usually a long line of customers ordering. So I also added dining tables outside since the restaurant is always full packed. If you can see, every table has the trio sauce because we all love to make our own dipping sauce and pour the chicken oil in the hot cooked rice. I also added a barrier fence over here for a seating area to those waiting. You will need to delete the pillar first before placing the fence by delete undo technique. And lastly, we shall add lights, and I'm using the ceiling light we have been using around the mall. But for the center part of the restaurant dining, I will be using an industrial light, but change the color shade to warmer. And now that we are done with our build, let's add the decals, and if you would like to use this decals that I uploaded, feel free to pause the video so you can copy the codes. Some other parts one searched up in the free images, but the codes I pasted are uploaded by me. And part 9 in our No Gamepass mall is done. This is Mang Inasal here at our SM mall. This is a chicken grill restaurant that serves unlimited rice and soup. And if you are a Filipino or you live in the Philippines, you will definitely know that this is an SM mall hihi. So right now the total plot value is $215,607. And this is a no Game Pass build, so if you don't have any Game Passes and you want to build a mall, then this is for you. I actually have finished the whole SM mall this week, but this video was supposed to be uploaded last Wednesday, but I couldn't edit the video earlier. We still have 6 more parts that I need to edit out, and hopefully I can upload it all next week for you guys. So we have here the entrance, and on the side we have some dining seats. And this is our Mang Inasal. I actually love how it turned out, and I really feel like I am in a Mang Inasal restaurant right now. We definitely have a tight space over here since we have many customers. And yeah, I am also wearing a Mang Inasal crew uniform hihi. Anyways, this is the front counter where we order. The other counter is for takeout orders. This is just simple. We have trays, straw dispenser, and condiments on the side for extra. So going inside, we have here the fountain drink machine that we custom made, although it is not functional, just for display purposes hihi. A blender for other drinks, more condiments, and the thermos from the new update that came in handy for the soup container. We also have here the menu board, and just by looking at the photos makes me so hungry. I also want to eat grilled chicken right now hihi. Anyways, here's our kitchen. We have here the resting area for the cooked chicken as well as prepping station. Here is the stove and grilling station and the chopping and extra prepping counter. We have quite a small space to work around, so I just also added the dishwashing area on the side and the cleaning supplies too. So yeah, that is our Mang Inasal here in our SM Mall. Thank you guys for watching the part 9 of our No Game Pass Mall series. I would appreciate your support by giving this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also click on the notification bell so you won't miss the latest videos I upload. Help me reach 10,000 subs before 2024 ends. This would help me a lot, especially in making future videos for you all. Love you guys. As I mentioned earlier, I have already finished the SM Mall, so hopefully I can manage to edit all the video parts and upload it by next week. We have all been busy, so I hope you are all safe, and to those who are back to their school, study well. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, or night. Love you all and take care. See you on my next video.